Hello everybody, welcome back to another brand new AviationJack video. Hope you're doing really good. So today we're going to be heading back to Belfast in Northern Ireland from Lanzarote. Do the return flight now. Things are mainly loaded. We're just going through the checklist now and got to do a bit more planning of the flight deck, and then we should be all good to go. So today's flight plan takes us about 4 hours and 30 minutes back to Northern Ireland. This is our route here. We've got a bit of weather approaching Ireland. I'm not sure if it's going over to the west or coming through to the east, but I suppose we'll figure that out closer to the time. But yeah, pretty smooth flight it seems to be all the way through here. Maybe a bit bumpy as we pass Portugal, but we'll see how it goes. Let's get into the flight deck and start planning for the rest of the flight. See you in the flight deck. Bye-bye. So welcome to the simulator. Here we are. Still have a bit of an issue with that jetway because we just can't seem to get the aircraft here. I'm not sure we've got a bit of a sound issue again where we're having the sound of the flight deck outside. I'm not sure if that's happening right now. I should probably don't think it is. Right, let's get back into the flight deck, which is here. See that the sound's the exact same switching, so I don't think that's right. We're going to come down and start planning the FMC. So routes, I want to go flight plan request, ngxu, wrong one. Here we go, that's the one we want. Select, wait for that to come through. Actually, while we're doing that, we can do the payload. So, according to Sim Toolkit Pro, we are taking a load reference card of passengers 177. So we'll pop that in there. A bit more heavy than you think. In terms of cargo, this is even less than last time. We'll take 500. So we'll go to return and we'll go to the fuel. Fuel for today is 14637. There we go. That's good. We're going to do the data link ACARS pre-flight in a minute. First of all, let's just get this done. So press load on the FMC, wait for that to load. As for departure runway today, we're departing runway 03, so I believe we arrived on like 25 last time, I think. No, it is 03 we arrived on. And our flight number is Foxtrot Romeo 68 Bravo today. Activate, execute, perf, reserves, it says we're taking 1. Cost index is 66, really, I can't be right. And the cruise altitude is 340, is it 34? It says here, cruise altitude, why is it not telling me? 320, sorry, 320. 0 fuel weight. Transition altitude is, I believe it's like 8,000 or 6,000, something like that. 6,000. So 6,000 feet on the transition altitude. Execute. M1 limit. We're going to do a takeoff D rate today. So we'll just move that over to here so I can see it. There we go. And we'll get our tablet performance chart thing loaded. So we'll go performance and then copy FMC data. Condition is dry here, which is nice, and the wind is currently, just scroll to the meta on this, the wind here is currently 360 at 20 knots, so it's pretty windy, 360/20, and then the QNH is 1016. Thrust reduction takeoff 1, flap config 5, aircon off, anti-ice off, and then calculates 24 degrees over there. There we go. So this is our takeoff, climb, takeoff, flap 5, trim 6.01, and then our V1s is 143, 147, and 153. There we are, and then trim is 6. So come down here, get rid of this, set the button brake, and set 6. So keep going, keep going, keep going. Bam! There we go, that's about right. So on the checklist we can now go, the route perf and M1 and trim has been set up. Actually, departure, arrival, departure. We're on the Vast 6 mic departure. There we are. So that's good. And then next to the altimeter, so we've got a got to do the altimeter now, so we'll go set that. There we go, 1015, traffic, weather, data. Do our little things down here. TA on there. I'll set nav to 122.8. Bam. And apart from that, that is good. Weather and turbulence. There we are. Okay, I'm happy with that. AP lead has come off just before we start the APU. So we're going to check boarding, see if boarding is completed. Yes, it is. Boarding is completed. Cool. So let's do the A cars really quickly. Origin, Golf, Charlie, Romeo, Romeo. Destination is Echo, Golf, Alpha, Alpha. Estimated time of departure. The current time is 1:22. So we'll say 13:45. Airline ID is Romeo Yankee Romeo. Oh no, so it's also Foxtrot Romeo. Foxtrot Romeo. There we are. Estimated time en route is 04:28. And then we'll do a data link contact. There, that's going to sync itself. Go back to the menu here and then press initialize flight. Perfect, nice. Which means on here I can get rid of our little load sheet. We're going to start the APU up now, considering everyone's boarded and we're good to go. So go back to the menu, FS actions, doors, close and close. Does this mean boarding is also completed? Yeah. I mean, close and close. I think I've got a sound issue, you know. I don't think we've got the right sounds. Left after fuel pump on. There we are. APU on, so start. There we go. And then when available, we put on the APU gens as well. I just want to make sure that we see that sound doesn't sound right to me. Can we hear the APU starting? I'm not sure. I mean, is it meant to sound like that? Can't quite remember. Right, so the APU's just become available, so we're going to click on APU gens, on and on, there we go. APU bleed can come back on again, there we are. And then battery to APU generator up here. Perfect, then the next one is a pre-flight checklist, so we'll do that now. Flight directors are on, I mean ish. Flight directors on, there we go. Auto throttle off, IAS and match selector should be should be N2 plus 15, so 153. There we are. Cruise altitude should be set to 320. Why do they keep doing that? Stop. 320. Perfect, and then the fuel flow switch should be reset to rate. Okay, I don't really know what that is. The minimum should be on radio. There we are. Landing gear is down, speed brake lever is retracted, thrust lever is closed, and the engine start levers are at cut off. Yaw damper should be on. Passengers are aboard. Nice. So they're going to do the push and start checklist now. So system B, electric, hydraulic pump should be on. Fuel pumps need to come on, every single one of them. Anti-collision light on as well. Position light should be on steady, which it is. And now we need to arm the auto throttle. Cool. So we can press prepare for pushback and departure, get that going. Here you are. So take it off from 03, which is a runway on the left of us. Any air traffic around? It says an EasyJet and a TUI Belgium. Not here, I don't think. Right, how's GSX? Oh yeah, sorry, gotta get rid of everything else, haven't we? So, ground services, release the ground power, get rid of the wheel chocks, which means, yeah, that should be set. Right, I think we're good to go. I'm just imagining because I haven't got the sound on because it's annoying. Yeah, cool, pushing back. So left and right packs should be off, which they are. Engine ignition should be on left or right. Okay, and then engine 2 start switch ground. Wait for 25%. Hear the engines rising. Fuel flow. Very good. Of course, sorry, fuel pump sentence, come on. Right, so engine 2 successfully started, so we'll start engine 1 now. Set the parking brakes as well. Parking brakes set. Wait for 25%. Confirm good engine start. One, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5. There we go. Fuel flow. Very good. So far, so good. Hear the engine starting now. Right, that's engine 1 available as well, which is cool. Just gonna bring my side stick over to the left for me, there we go. Alright, good. So engine 1 and engine 2 generators on. Select A electronic hydraulic pump on. Mystery battery to generator 1, there we are. Probe heats on as well. Anti-ice as required, left and right packs to auto. Isolation valve to auto, APU bleed off, and then the APU off as well. Perfect. And then we'll do the taxi checklist. So flaps need to be set for takeoff. Flap 1, flap 2, and flap 5. Why are you not going off your pop? Taxi lights need to be to auto, so I suppose it's just this lot. And then run return flights as required as well. So the next checklist we do will be the before takeoff checklist, but until then we're good to roll. So we'll do a quick flight control check, full left. Can we do that from here? See, we don't have it, which is annoying. Full right, full up, and full down. Perfect. Right, let's release some parking brakes, and we'll add a bit of thrust in, and we'll get taxi into 03, which is the one behind us. So I think, can we use this one? Yeah, we can. Very good. Right, because it's a long taxi and quite a boring long taxi, I'm going to leave the bridge here and I'll see you all just before takeoff. See you shortly. Nice, so we're just about to take off now, so we're going to do a little bit of a hold by 03 before we do take off, just so we can do our checklists, make sure everything's good. So we'll hold it here. There we are, right, stop. So we're going to do the before takeoff checklist. So engine start switches should be to continuous. Auto brake should be to RTO. Runway turn of flight should be off. Position lights should be on strobe. Landing lights should be on / extended. TCAS and TARA. There we go. Heading bug should be on the runway heading, which is 03. There we go. And then the lower ECAM should be blank, which it is. VNAV and LNAV on as well. So we can switch, check all of them off, and then next is the takeoff and climb. So what we'll do, we'll start the clock. Parking brakes released, so we're good to take off now. Right, let's go to the runway then. Nice. Okay, so clock has been started. We'll go to 40%. We'll set the thrust at 40%. Stable. Throttle. N1. Toga. Hello wind. 80 knots checked. V1 and rotate. Positive climb rate, gear up. Such nice views departing out of the Canary Islands. Like, every bit of the scenery is just so nice. Right, there's a climb thrust, so we'll lower the nose a bit. Oh, look at the sea, that's great. Right, let's get autopilot on, so Command A. I'll have VNAV will take over. We'll go flaps 2. And auto brake off. Engine start switches can come back to off as well, auto. Hello turbulence. And flaps 1. And flaps up. Nice. So, flaps. How are we only at less than 5,000 feet? It's quite a slow climb out of here, isn't it? Is it altitude restriction? Ah, that would be why. We'll go direct Gildy. The transition altitude is 6,000 feet. Right, let's go standard on the pressure. There we are. There's like no ATC around at all. So quiet. Right, 8,000 feet, 2,000 feet to go until flight level 100. At that point we'll take off the landing lights as well. Probably the slowest climb I've had so far. Right, there we go, it's flight level 100, landing lights off as well, and transition altitude can already be taken off. We'll take off the seatbelt signs now, it's not too turbulent, so there we are. Right, on our way to Belfast, I shall leave you all there. I'll see you all near the top of descent, we'll start planning for arrival, so enjoy the cinematics, and I shall see you all very shortly. Bye bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Sims. So we're just about to plan for descent and plan for arrival. We're not near descent just yet, got like another 50 minutes really to go. But I thought we'll start planning for it now as we've got nothing better to do, and it is usually about now that I plan for it. So here we are inside the flight deck. So we're going to come down to our FMC. I'm going to go to departure, arrival, and EG88, which is Belfast, and we're going to head to the wind data to find out what active runway it is. So currently runway 25, so it'll be the ILS 25 arrival, and it'll be a direct approach. Yeah, execute that. Sorry, we'll do a bell. Execute that. Just make sure there's no discontinuities, which there is not, so good. And then as for the init ref, it's 109.9 for the frequency. Course is 247. There we go. And 247, nice. And now we can do the performance data. So go to performance, show landing, there we are. Runways 25, conditions currently dry, show the keyboard. The wind there currently is 350 at 12 knots. So 350 / 12, and then the outside air temperature, sorry, is 5 degrees. So actually the same as when we departed. and then the QNH there is 1015. Flap config 40, aircon off, anti-ice off. Calculate, and it's going to be 147. So flap 40 / 147. There we go. Nice, and that is that completed. So we can turn that off again. And there we are. So top ascent's now here around 4:53. So about 40 minutes until we land. Not too long. And yeah, that's it. I shall see you all very shortly. Bye bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to the flight deck. So as you can see, we're literally just passing now 10,000 feet. Soon to our below 100 feet check, flight level 100, which is all of this here. I'm just going to increase this a bit. So below flight level 100, landing lights should be on, which they are, and the civil signs are also on as well. After that, we'll be doing the approach checklist as we go down the list, but right now we're fine. I'm struggling a bit to get the speed down. Oh no, speed's down now. We've actually done really well in terms of time. It's been 3 hours and 25-minute flight. Considering last time it was 4 hours and 30 or 4 hours and 28, we've had a great headwind the whole entire way, so that explains a lot of it. The transition altitude here at Belfast is 6,000 feet, so we won't change our pressure until 6,000 feet. It's been really turbulent arrival or descent. Strong winds. This is our plan, so we're going to go forward and then do a little right turn. What runway are we landing again? 25. So yeah, we're going to come back on ourselves. Just going to set this head into 25. There we are. So we like that and then in. Pop in that speed brake now, on the spoilers. We're going to use flaps to help, so flap 1 and flap 2. Then we'll go speed 220. Then we'll keep it at 220 for a bit because we don't need it any more than that. Any less than that, sorry. We'll go 220 knots, we'll go flap 5 just to help. City of Belfast. Alright, so it's nearly time to get everything ready for landing. So we're going to switch in our ILS frequencies here, and then we're going to go, that should have got it, yes it has. So at Bell we should be at 4,000 or above, so that's fine. Go VOR lock. Is it 4,000? Yeah. Then at CF25 we should be at 2,500. So we'll set that soon. And we'll also arm spoilers now. Oh wait, they were armed. Spoilers are armed, sorry. So the approach checklist, let's set our QNH 1015. Altitude set approach, which is to the ILS, and the frequency there is set. Our approach speed is also set at 145, I believe. What was it? 147 plus 5, so that's fine. and then the minimums and burrows set 268. Flaps are set, speed brakes are armed, auto brake is auto brake 2, and then we'll go down it as we go down. So next will be landing gear and lights. Right, let's go 180. Speed check flaps 10. Right, there's our right turn starting, so we've hit bell. So now we descend down to 2500. Just gonna move my side step closer. There we go. So 11 miles out now. There we go, and we're going to arm approach. I've captured the VOR now, which is good. There's a runway in the distance right in front of us. There it is. Right, 160 knots. Flat 15 and gear down. Look at them wings flap around. Right, 5 miles out. Right. Oh, not again. Load it up. Right, fixed it. 3 miles out, 147. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We'll go full flaps. Flap 25, flap 30, flap 40. All the lights are on, which is good. Right, managed to fix it just in time. Auto throttle disarmed, I have control. And autopilot disarmed as well. We're looking at for 152. Slight upwind, up thrust there.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Touchdown. and reverses green and decel. .60 knots manual braking. There we go. That's some strong winds on approach there. Right, so we're going to go off to the right. Oh wait, how do you work this? How do you get off here? And now we're going to go to gate 2, which is one we took off from, or departed from, I mean, last time. Cool, that's good enough for me. Parking brakes on. Engine 1 and engine 2 cut off. We'll do the parking checklist. So parking brake is set. APU bleed is on. APU generator is on, and faster seatbelt sign is off. Nice. So the shutdown checklist now. So engine start lever is cut off. Transponder standby. Exterior lights all should be off. Fuel pumps off as well. Window heaters off. Anti-ice off, which it is. Electric hydraulic pumps off. Engine hydraulic pumps off as well. Left and right, these should be off. Auto brake is off. Now we've got to do the ground power. So set the wheel chocks and ground power request. Get the doors open as well. Ground power on, APU off. There we go. APU and engine bleeds off as well. Right, do a secure check. So cabin and utility power off. Emergency exit lights off as well. Left and IRS mode switches off. Yaw damper off. Engine start switches back to auto, which they are. And then the trimmer needs to come off. Ground power off, not just yet, I don't think. Ground power off. We'll take the battery first. Battery and off. There we go. And that is the plane shut down. Right, well, there you go, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the flight. I did. And I shall, what's the right key I'm looking for? There we go. And I shall see you all in the next video. I'll tell you guys the landing rate actually. Let me get a better view. There you go. The landing rate was -93, so pretty smooth actually. That's not bad at all. -93. Good. Right, anyway, that's it from me. I shall see you all in another video very shortly. Bye. Bye-bye, I meant to say. Bye-bye.